What's going on, guys? It's Marcel Benson, investor and entrepreneur. And look, in this video, I'm going to quickly break down, right? I'm going to illustrate exactly how to enter plays upon reversals. Now, in the group, a lot of people have been asking, like, what is the best time to get into these entries? I see you getting into these entries and you're always getting, a certain amount of profit each time. Like, how do I make sure that I do the same thing? I got you, all right? Don't worry, I got you. Now, it's going to be really simple, really easy. I believe that a lot of traders make trading way harder than what it needs to be, which is why people that trade feel like they consistently need more and more information from different people, and they start to just, have information overload and don't know what to do with any of it. Okay, so we're going to completely eliminate all of that. I'm going to show you a very easy way to enter trades so that you can assure that you have the right direction chosen. Okay, let's just jump right into it. Okay, now I'm going to show you an uptrend, right? So we got you guys all, y'all know this, but this marks the high. I'm gonna draw it for illustrative purposes because I also do not know who may be watching. So I want to always make sure that I'm making it super simple, right? So the candlestick, you got the high, you got the open right here, you got the close, and then you got the low, right? So this is what makes up a candlestick, all right? Screenshot this, do whatever you have to do. This is what makes up a candlestick. And there's so many different variations of that. So with an uptrend, you have a series of candlesticks with higher highs and higher lows, right? So remember we said this is the high. So this right here has a higher high. We said that's the low. So this has a higher low, right? 3 of those babies in a row, and you have yourself an uptrend, right? That's an uptrend. So what I typically like to do at the end of an uptrend or a downtrend is I like to wait for it to reverse, right? So if we get a reversal signal, like an inverted hammer, right? This is showing that the momentum is stopping. Why? Because again, this is the highest that it went and it pushed that body down so that it got small, right? So that was a lot of selling pressure coming from this high, showing that it didn't want to go any higher. Now, how do I know when to get in, Marcel? Like, do I just get in right there? So you said it's a reversal signal. Well, you could get in right there, but that would be a little bit higher risk than normal, right? Normal risk would be waiting for your confirmation candle, which is the start of a change of trend, which would be a close of whatever session or time frame you're looking at it on with a lower low and a lower high, right? But we know the stock market doesn't always work like that, right? Sometimes you'll get like you'll get something right here and it'll close like right here, but it's still wicking. It's still showing an exhaustion from the top. So this is also saying that it wants to come down. It just hasn't fully confirmed yet. Now, what could happen is you could get into it and it could fall and you could be a genius, right? Because this is a reversal pattern. But what could also happen is it could shoot up, right? So it's less likely that it shoots up if this candle here is a lower low and a lower high, right? So this is how you would enter. With this lower low and lower high, no matter what time frame you're looking at it on, you want to wait for that third candle, and typically this is where people get tricked out, right? So if this looks like it's going down, if you see this reversal candle after this uptrend and you see this confirmation candle and you're like, okay, the start of the next day I'm going to get in, or the start of the next 15 minutes or whatever I'm going to get in, what typically happens is the stock will jump. And it sometimes will jump significantly because remember, this is a red candle here, right? So it closed down here. So opening just right here could be considered a gap up. So when you see that green 1.7% up on the day when you wake up, you may be like, oh, this is getting ready to go up. This is about to go up to the moon. And it can throw people off who may have been thinking about entering and they just go on to another trade. But what they don't know is that it's really just giving them an opportunity to get in. As long as that green opening can stay below this previous candle high, you are still set up to make a lower low. You see that? You're still set up to make a lower low. So it's still a downtrend. Lower, high, lower, low. But in the morning, it may appear that it's on its way to the top. But you have to keep this structure, this downward trend in mind, right? And again, it may have broken through here. Let's say this is the resistance, right? If we get that reversal here, this could be coming down here to retest this resistance. Okay, I love these on the daily. And what I love to do on the daily when I'm trading this is, like I always say, when I see a beautiful setup like this, I like to trade it on the daily size for 0. So if your stop loss is normally 20% or 10%, you take that and make that your whole trade. That's going to allow you to fight through the noise, right? If it goes up a little bit before it comes down, right? Because on the daily, so many things can happen throughout the day because it's a, 6-7 hour session. So many things can happen throughout the day. You may be thinking it's going one way when it's actually coming down because that structure, like I said up here, is still being held with the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right. So I hope this helps. Also, you want to make sure that there's a confluence, right? So that's one thing, right? Seeing this up here at another resistance level, right? Showing this reversal at a resistance level that was previously failed in the past is another confluence as to why this reversal candle is actually valid. Okay, so that's two things. There could also be volume decreasing. That's three things. So we got volume decreasing. We have a reversal candle and a lower high and lower low, so a change of trend coming off of a major resistance level. So you see those three things happening on any time frame, you go ahead and enter that trade, right? On the third candle, right? Reversal, confirmation, enter. Reversal, confirmation, enter. This happens on all time frames, but it works the best on the daily. Okay, if you have any questions or any additional comments or concerns, need some clarity around it if you're a newer trader, be sure to comment below. Also, feel free to join the Prosperity Collective where we trade every single day, Monday through Friday at 9:30 when the market opens Eastern, but we're in there at 9:15 to about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, we would love to have you. We got a really special thing going on. And yeah, you know, numbers don't lie. Our record shows that we get consistent gains in the group, right? It's just $40 a month to change your life, right? 2 profitable traders every day in the morning showing you how to make money while you're at work or before you go to work. Tap in. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.